everyone. Lori here with today's business tip. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about YouTube and why you should be on YouTube and how it differs from Facebook. So I think a lot of people get confused about the difference between Facebook and YouTube. So both are social media platforms. Both are really important and very vital for your business. So Facebook really is a social media app that's used to communicate with your friends, your family, your community. So they have photos, videos, updates, you have your news feed. And so they're really centric on their community. Okay, so they're concentrated on their community and they're concentrated on making a great experience for the people that are on their platform. Okay, so that means that video isn't a number one on Facebook. So it is really kind of a pay-to-play world for businesses. It's a lot more difficult for a business to get kind of seen and get their products and their content out there on Facebook. On YouTube, YouTube is more creator-centric. So they're centered on the people that create content on YouTube. Okay, so they're paid by getting advertisers to advertise on creators' content. So that's pretty great. So YouTube has all of these people around the world who are creating content for them, and they're making money on that content. So they really work hard to make sure that it is a great environment for the creators. They're constantly working on new tools for the creators, and they're really make it great about creators being able to push their own content. So it's much easier to get someone to direct towards other items on YouTube than it is on Facebook, right? So Facebook, jealous boyfriend, okay? They really want you to stay there. YouTube, they know you're coming back and they're okay with you directing people in other directions. So there is a vast difference between the two. And there's a vast difference between the audiences that are on Facebook versus YouTube. So when they go on YouTube, they are looking for specific things. They're trying to solve a problem. They're trying to get an answer. They're trying to get entertainment. Okay, people go on Facebook for a varied number of reasons. But when you're on Facebook and you're doing a video, it's more of a byproduct of actually being on Facebook already to see your friends and your family and your community. So they're not really necessarily there just to watch your video. On YouTube, however, they are. So it's much easier to sell on YouTube than it is on Facebook. Here's another thing that I think people don't really understand. So just because you do a video on YouTube does not mean you have to tell everybody everything that you do. You don't have to give away your trade secrets. There are so many different ways that you could provide content for people that are your customers or potential customers on YouTube. And it's really great to use YouTube as a platform to really tell about your products. So how many businesses already on YouTube just have like basic instructions for their customers, and it's almost like a benefit. So have you ever bought anything, like let's say I just bought a new heat press recently, and so I went on YouTube and I looked up the heat press, and there it was, instructions on how to set it up and do it. So those are the kinds of things that you can do on YouTube. You can tell people about your product, how to use it, how to decorate with it, how to do whatever it is that you want them to do with it. So there are a lot of ways of monetizing on YouTube that isn't necessarily you just giving out all of your secrets on your products. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. They think that you really have to do everything as a how-to. You don't. Now, that is the number one thing that's watched on YouTube is how-to videos. However, that doesn't mean that that's how you have to do it. All right. So YouTube helps you to connect with your customers on a deeper level. It's free, and they're always looking for content to add value to both their platform and to their people who are coming on and watching. So Facebook and YouTube really are pretty much about the same age. So you can see they've both grown pretty consistently. So Facebook has been around about a year or two longer than YouTube. But you can see they both have longevity. All right. And if you are any type of crafter, if you make any kind of things that are handmade, even if you're cooking, these are all great things to be on YouTube. I want to tell you another really important difference between YouTube and Facebook. So on Facebook, if you do a live, let's say you do a live video, well, guess what? It's going to have a very short shelf life on your Facebook. Okay, it's going to start getting pushed down immediately by other comments and content. On YouTube, however, they can come to your channel at any time and they can watch videos from 3 years ago. Not only can they watch them, but it's easier for them to find it. So putting your content on YouTube is very important because it gives your business longevity, unlike it does when you're on Facebook. So it's really important that you have a presence on YouTube. It's going to be more and more important in the future as more people turn to video to really see the benefits of something, to find out how to use it, and things of that. So what I want to tell you about is that when you have a YouTube channel, if you really want your YouTube channel to grow, if you want it to provide you with sales, if you want it to, even if you just want to be a YouTuber, and that's okay too, there's all kinds of content you can do. But in order to really have a successful channel on YouTube, you really need to know what the steps are. You need to know what plan you need to make. Like, there are things you need to ask yourself. What are your goals? What do you want to accomplish by having a channel? Who is your audience? And so this is a really difficult question for people to answer. And so you really have to know how to research and find out who is your audience. What's your audience like? What's their behaviors? You need to know about how you can provide a specific answer to a problem or a question someone has. So that's what you're doing when you are providing someone with a product or a service. You are actually either answering a question for them or solving a problem. Now, it doesn't seem like if you sell a wreath that's solving a problem, but it is. It really is. So you are solving the problem of someone wanting the best door in the neighborhood, but they can't do that, or they don't have time, or they don't want to. So you are solving problems. You really need to know what those are. You need to know that so that you can be very specific and very intentional in how you approach your channel. You want to know topics related to your business that you can go through on your channel. You want to know who else is covering these topics. You want to know how those topics are related to your business and who is searching for those topics, right? So when you are a creator, one of the great things to do is look at other creators and see what they're doing. This is a very important part, but there are very specific steps in how you need to approach having a YouTube channel. So this is why I came up with my 6 weeks course on how to have success on YouTube. It's something that you have to do for yourself. You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in your business. If you're miserable in your job, find something else, because life is too short. And I made this course very specific to people who craft, who make homemade things, cook, things of that nature, because our customers and our path is very different than, say, a marketer. So almost all the courses that I see out now for YouTube are really centered around marketers, marketing companies, things like that. So this is very different than those because it really is concentrated in what our community needs. So I am going to keep the course open until September 1st, and I will bring it back again later. But if you want to move your business forward, and if you want to really have a presence on social media, I encourage you to take the course and to get out on YouTube, because you really are missing it if you're not presently doing that. So you can get a large savings by being in one of my groups. So make sure to check out the groups if you're interested in that. But I hope you will actually think about taking the course, because it really will help you in the future. So my whole intent is to really help people who are on the specific path like I am, because I struggled in the beginning trying to find the right resources, and they were very difficult to find. All right, well, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And even if you don't join my course, I hope that you were able to get something out of this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Bye, y'all.